We are still here at The Rock, and that's in Midrand, just tracking those numbers. A few moments ago, in fact, the bell was rung, signaling, of course, that those new numbers are in. Let's take a look at the board and what it says at the moment. So at the moment, we're seeing that more than 2.1 million votes then have counted, which means at the moment 20.22% of voting districts that have been counted. Of course, you will remember that's over 23,000 voting districts in this particular election. So it's still early days. So we continue then to speak to various political parties. In fact, I'm standing right next to the African Independence Congress, and I'll try and see and get a sense of what they have to say. So, ma'am, Margaret Arnolds of the AIC, we just spoke a few moments ago. How are you feeling? I mean, those numbers are coming in, and of course, it must be nerve-wracking for some political parties.
I'm good. I feel good. I have hope, and because I think, as I said earlier on, for political parties that hasn't been in the Rock before, it might be nerve-wracking. But some of us know how it works. You know, when you look at the national votes, you obviously know there are some votes to be counted in Gauteng and other areas where the national must also still come in. So I'm not nervous at all. I know that there was one year when we sat here and like for one day we had nothing. And the next day when all those other rural areas came in, we had 2 seats. So I'm not nervous. I think we are doing well compared to quite a lot of other parties. And remember, the AIC started its campaign very late. So I think we're doing quite fine.
All right, so you currently have 2 seats in Parliament. You say you're not nervous. When are you going to start being nervous? We have that IEC briefing, of course, happening at 4 p.m. But I'm sure you're looking at how the numbers will look this evening.
In general, I'm not a nervous person. I accept what comes. And for me, it is just that whatever happens is that the people had not wanted to give us another mandate. But if they give us another mandate, it would be good. Being nervous wouldn't help now because you can't convince anybody to vote for you. So I believe that it will happen. That has to happen. But I think we stand at least retaining what we have in Parliament.
A very quick question as we wrap up. Any surprises when you look at that board?
Yeah, there is quite a few surprises when you look at the board. I think I would have said Action SA could have done better according to how they campaigned. But other than that, no, I don't think so. I think the AIC is doing quite well. Every time when the board moves, the AIC gets more.
All right, of course, let's look at that board then. The AIC standing at 3,112. It is early days, as you've just been hearing. Of course, we'll continue then to speak to various political parties right here at the Results Operations Center.